Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm previewing Rum and Gun on Steam. Rum and Gun is an early access isometric hack and slash adventure game developed by Borrington. You play as a pirate on a journey across the Indian Ocean seeking treasure, secrets and rum. So what is the game like to play? Well, being early access, it's still quite rough around the edges, but general combat and gameplay is fine with melee, ranged and projectile weapons available at the start. You can lock onto targets, have to reload a la Gears of War with a timed meter. You can acquire followers who help you out and you can heal them by playing a nice little ditty on your flute. Rum is probably the most important thing in most situations as it's how you recover your health. Now the enemy variety, I'd say it's pretty good with a wide array of different enemies on screen at any one time. In fact, it's pretty easy to get overwhelmed. This is where perhaps the first issue with the game comes in. The controls, they're a little bit cumbersome and muddled, meaning combat isn't as enjoyable as I would have hoped. In terms of the game world, it's broken down into zones. As you travel between them, you'll encounter lush and beautiful locations, and graphically, I was pretty impressed. Another issue is the inventory screen where you can equip or sell items. The layout doesn't really make for a seamless experience and I'd like to see this thing, the inventory overhauled and also the controls. I think those things would really help the quality of life of the game. Visually, the game looks much better now than it did when it first entered early access. The levels are colourful, vibrant and detailed, and overall it's a solid visual experience. And perhaps with some work needed on the character animations. The game's got pretty nice music that's well suited to the pirate themed world, and the sound effects are functional rather than being anything spectacular. Okay, what's good and what's bad? What's good? The game looks pretty nice now and the sound work is solid, combat is enjoyable to a degree, and it's a game with a lot of potential. What's bad? The controls and inventory screen need some quality of life improvements, and I'd say it's just something that needs a little bit more polish across the board to make it a game that I could recommend. So what's the verdict? Rum and Gun is a promising little title that's entertaining and could be a little gem of a game if they can make the gameplay controls and interface smoother and more user-friendly. So at present, it's probably not something I would recommend, but it's one to keep an eye on, as with a little bit of TLC it could be pretty good and pretty enjoyable. So scoring, I don't usually like to score early access games because they're not finished. I would say if this game gets some little bits of improvement in certain areas, you'd be looking probably with the final release around a 6-ish out of 10, probably something like that. But when the final build comes out, I'll have a look at that and give you like a definitive view. Okay, that was the preview. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.